You start tapping and you just listen to a channeling where you felt terror in your body. So explain exactly what was going on that you felt that terror.
As the channeling was going on, I was transfixed in a spot in the room watching the procession happen and feel what she was feeling of going into the tomb and realizing that even though I was in honor that she was going to die, that she did not realize that that is what was going to happen.
Yep.
And she was going to be buried alive.
Yeah. So when you say that word, buried alive, and that terror, where is it in your body? Yep. So
and my face, it's like, oh my God.
Yeah.
No, I don't even, there's no words to describe how the realization was so overwhelming.
So okay, even though I've got this overwhelming feeling,
this
overwhelming realization, this terror in my face and in my gut, I'm going to die here. This realization that I hadn't had before. I'm going to be buried alive. I accept myself and all this terror. I'm really scared. All this terror. I can feel it in my face. I can feel it in my gut. I'm going to be buried alive. This shock and realization. Still trapped in my gut and my face. All this terror still trapped in my body. In my body. This realization I'm going to be buried alive. This shock and terror. I'm just realizing it. I'm going to suffocate. I'm going to be buried alive. The sheer terror. Going down into that tomb. Releasing any memories from my Akash. Asking the multi-level, multi-dimensional layers of my cells. Multi-dimensional layers that hold my Akash. All the memories of all my lifetimes. When I may have ever been buried alive. Shocked. Overwhelmed. Terrified. That I would be buried alive. That I would suffocate. I release them from all the memories of all of my cells. And take it all the way back to any lifetime I ever experienced it. That feeling in my face of shock and terror. That realization I'm going to be buried alive. I am being buried alive. All that shock in my stomach. All that terror in my gut. I instruct the multi-dimensional layers of my cells to release it now. All the lifetimes I ever lived where I experienced anything like it. All the lifetimes where I experienced any death like that. Any terror or overwhelm. Shock. Fear of death. Fear of being buried alive. I release it. I release it and let it go. As I see her die, I see her soul. Rising higher and higher. I experience my own soul rising higher and higher. As I release that fear of death. Of suffocating. Of being buried alive. Not being able to breathe. Releasing the fear out of all of the cells. From all of the lifetimes I experienced that.
all our lifetimes that I experienced that.
As I rise higher and higher into my soul,
As I rise higher and higher into my soul,
connecting with my higher self,
connecting with my higher self,
feeling complete,
feeling complete,
going back home
going back
with all the masters,
with all the masters,
past loved ones,
past loved ones,
my guides.
my guides.
I ask for the higher learning
I ask for the higher learning
and the relevance for this lifetime.
and the relevance for this lifetime.
What is it that I need to step through?
What is it that I need to step through? Comes that commitment.
Fear of commitment.
I have huge fear of commitment.
Fear of commitment.
Fear of commitment.
This fear of commitment.
This fear of commitment.
I choose to step through this fear of commitment.
I choose to step through this fear of commitment.
Even though in other lifetimes I was committed,
Even though in other lifetimes I'm always committed.
I was committed in spiritual ways,
I was committed in spiritual ways.
and I died for it.
And I died for it.
I couldn't breathe.
I couldn't breathe.
I suffocated.
I suffocated.
No wonder I have a fear of commitment.
I have a fear of commitment.
I release the fear,
I release the fear.
thanking all of the cells of my body
Thinking all the cells in my body
and my Akash,
and my Akash
stored in the multidimensional layers of my DNA,
stored in the multi-level dimensions of my DNA
for releasing it
for releasing it
and letting it go.
and letting it go.
It's safe for me to be committed.
It's safe for me to be committed.
I won't be killed for it this time.
I will be killed for it this time.
It's safe for me to commit myself
It's safe for me to commit myself
to my passion,
to my passion,
to my beliefs.
to my beliefs.
I won't be killed or persecuted for it.
I will be killed and persecuted for it.
Releasing all the memories where I was killed and persecuted
Releasing all the memories of where I was killed and persecuted
for being committed
for being committed
for my own passions,
for my own passions,
my own beliefs,
my own beliefs,
spiritual beliefs,
my spiritual beliefs.
releasing it all.
Releasing all.
It's safe for me to be committed now.
It's safe for me to be committed now.
Thanking my guides and higher self for the higher learning.
Thanking my guides and higher self for the higher learning.
It's safe for me to be committed now.
It's safe for me to be committed now.
And I can breathe easily when I commit myself
And I can breathe easily when I commit myself
to my passions,
to my passions,
my beliefs,
my beliefs,
my truths.
my truths.
Releasing the fear of death,
Releasing the fear of death,
fear of suffocation,
fear of suffocation.
seeing myself committed to what I believe in,
Seeing myself committed to what I believe
now and in the future.
in, now and in the future.
I'm safe.
I'm safe.
I breathe easily
I breathe easily
as I am committed to what is important to me.
as I'm committed to what's important to me.
I can breathe easily
I can breathe easily
as I commit myself safely
as I commit myself safely
to what is important to me,
to what is important to me,
my spiritual beliefs.
my spiritual beliefs.
I'm safe now.
I'm safe now.
Deep breath. How does that feel?
Good.
Did anything come up as you were doing that?
Well, having the fear of commitment come up is huge because, for lack of a better phrase, I would never, the concept of actually choosing to get pregnant is beyond my comprehension. I'm either going to get locked up or not have kids.
Mm-hmm.
And basically, that's how I have 2 children.
Mm-hmm.
So, because it was beyond the realm, and then everything that I do, I only go so far, and then it falls off. Even my writing starts out great, and then it just sort of dribbles off towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, it just affects so many aspects of my life.
Mm-hmm. And who would have known that, the channeling was about fear of spiritual commitment?
Yes, I know, which I do, but I don't commit to
Yeah.
anything.
Mm.
I do it, but there's no finite, there's no
Full commitment.
full commitment.
Yeah. And so that was the higher learning and message was fear of commitment, and that's where you felt it in your face and your gut, and you couldn't breathe.
Yes.
So when you think of committing yourself to something now, like you're writing or anything, and going fully committed all the way through, saying, I'm committed to this.
I'm committed to it. It feels okay.
Yeah. There's no blockage there now.
I don't think so, no.
It just keeps going.
It's all right to be committed.
Yeah.
Yay, thank you. That's funny.
Well done.